I'm Jessica Nova, and you're watching Geek Girls Review. Oh, I'm so excited. I know I'm always excited when we do videos, but today I am exceptionally excited because we're going to talk about The Sims. I am obsessed with The Sims. I've been playing The Sims since Sims 1, or just The Sims. And I played it in high school. So my senior boyfriend, I think we were juniors at the time, we were friends. It was very cute. But also it was fucking horrible. Not what we're talking about, because all my relationships in The Sims are great because we do whatever we want, right? We'll get to that part. Anyway, so he introduced me to The Sims in high school, and then I think right around freshman year of college, or like the Christmas, it was either the first Christmas of college or the Christmas right before. I think it was the Christmas right before college, because I think that whole summer I played The Sims 2. And I was obsessed. I loved when University came out, because you got to make young adults, you know, and you got like this whole extra timeline to build relationships and date and fun stuff. And I was just obsessed. I loved the creativity of it. I downloaded so many different packs of just wild shit, like the Sims resource. And there's a couple of the other sites that I don't really like them now for Sims 4. I find it ends up giving me too many bugs. But on my first laptop and sitting around, it was the winter before I went to college, because my freshman year was quite sad. And I played so much Sims alone. Anyhow, I've been playing Sims for a long time. And I guess it was early 2021, I decided to get The Sims 4. I didn't play Sims 3 at all, and I didn't really like when it was on consoles. I tried it and I didn't like it, because one of the things I enjoy the most is I use one of the 2 money codes. I only knew about the first one. I don't even know what it is off the top of my head. I want to say it and then I think it's wrong. I'm going to say it anyway, and if it's wrong, just leave me a comment. I don't read them. I think it's like Rosebud. I don't know. Fuck. But Motherlode is the other one, and I only found that out when I researched, because I always forget. I have ADHD. I can't keep shit like that in my brain. But anyway, I like to do the money code, and I want all the money so that I can do what I want in terms of building the house like I like. I know some of you play this way, so don't act like I'm fucking weird. But I want to build the house I want. I want to buy all the shit. I want to not have to deal with going to work more than I want to. I like when the career part is not like a, you know, I hate it when it's real life too, where you work to live. I don't support that shit, so I definitely don't do it in my fantasy Sims game, which, yes, I do love when the Sims get in horrible situations. I watched a guy recently on YouTube, like in the last year and a half, and he basically built a little house with glass windows, and it was circular, and he would just put his neighbors and shit in there and then lock it. Exquisite. I don't do that. I tend to make The Sims based on like my friends, and then build wild, goofy ass storylines. Recently I've been doing my drag persona, my drag brother, in a house, and then, you know, I've built a bunch of us as kids, because I like to be little shitheads and make mischief, and I think that that's super fun. So one of my best friends, Vi, she has hers, and then my Metamore, who's my partner's partner, has one in the game. And you know, can you go on, silly cat? Gosh, all my cats are being ridiculous. Which is great, because one of the expansions we're going to talk about, because we're going to talk about my top 5 Sims 4 add-ons, plus a couple extras. But cats and dogs is one of them, because I love animals, and I love them in the game so much. They're so cute. I do stress out about a lot, though, because, you know, you can run a vet. We'll get to all that. Yes, so I enjoy building the house. Sometimes that's what I will hyper focus on, because I know we've talked about this on the channel a little bit, but being autistic, sometimes I want to hyper focus and zone everything else out and just dive deep. And I want to deep dive into what this werewolf's home looked like. You know, I've recently started building a house where, hold on, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I promise to tell you about this wacky house that I'm very excited about. But doing that, that's what I like to do. So the career, I want it to be optional. I want it to be integral to the character instead of just having to do it. So that's how I like to play. That's what we're going to talk about, and that's kind of how my expansion selection goes in tandem with that. So the house that I wanted to tell you about is on Steam, which is what that's where my Sims are, and that's what I play on. But you can search, and I found this really dope goth restaurant that somebody had made, and I made it for this werewolf woman, and she runs it, and her house is there, and I made her like a Dexter style basement randomly because I didn't know. I found out like 2 months ago you could do basements, and I think somewhere in my head I knew that, and I don't know, it takes a lot of work because you're building the basement typically from scratch, and then you can put rooms down there that are already pre-made, and I found that out. Anyhow, I wanted to make her just this weird, creepy, very sterile basement, but she has 2 kids, so I made them their own house, and I've been building them their own wild house. They're not allowed to go into the restaurant ever. That's the kind of weird shit I like to do, and then I like to have it be based on my friends so I can get giggly. It's almost like writing fanfic. I think that's where it gets similar to me. Like, the story element is so important. For example, actually, you know what? This deals with one of the pack selections, so we will get there. Let's just jump right into it, or I'm going to keep telling you all the goofy-ass things I like to do in The Sims. So, we are going to start with true expansion packs. So, the expansion packs are usually $39.99, but Steam does sales throughout the year that are like 40% off. Never pay $39.99 for a Sims expansion pack. Frankly, that's bogus. Also, if depending on when this video comes out, October 18th, Steam is going to have Sims 4 for free download, which is wild. But anyway, so you'll want to keep an eye on when expansion packs go on sale, because those are the best value during a sale. It's like 40% off, because like I said, normally they're $39.99, and I would never pay that because I think that is fucking expensive for some DLC. I don't like stuff like that, so you'll hear me kind of talk about that often. But my 2 favorite expansion packs are Cats and Dogs. Like I said, when I bought The Sims in early 2001, Sims 4, I got that same day. That was actually why I got into it, because I wanted to have cats, dogs, and the fact that you can run your own vet. I love doing that. I love the chaos of doing it. You get to set hours, and like I said, I didn't play The Sims 3, so in The Sims 4 you get to set like the hours of the you get to open and close it. You get to train employees. You get to give them specific jobs and stuff like that. So it's really immersive in that you do kind of run this business. And you can either choose to like be very hands-on, which is the way I like to play. And I have one of my vampires who, in my story, his wife's the one that bought the vet because she's like a fitness geek, and just like she's always working out, and she's kind of crazy, but she wanted to buy a vet's office. And this poor vampire man, he's just always showing up, working, meeting animals. They don't really like him. He's kind of messy, and then he gets hungry. It's just a mess. But the chaos of that is so entertaining to me. So, and then also in Cats and Dogs, another goofy thing I like to do, because you have like the adoption, you have the option to adopt. They can somebody will come over and bring like X amount of animals over, and you can decide who to keep, or if you don't want to keep any of them. But I have 2 roommates. One is a vampire, and one is a witch, a magician lady. And when the vampire's asleep, the magician woman will order dogs to be delivered, or just run through the house. And then when the vampire is awake, she will do the same with cats. So you can really integrate animal ridiculousness into your Sims' lives and do all sorts of weird shit, from give them jobs to roommate wars. So I'm also an animal person. I don't think I would enjoy the game if I couldn't have that element. And oh gosh, how old was he? Hold on. My brain doesn't want to do math. Hold on. My 14-year-old cat? I guess. Gosh, really, numbers are very hard. I lost my oldest cat in 2020. And the fact that I could kind of make a similar looking cat with very little effort and kind of have him in the game is very cathartic to me, and makes me, it helps my grief process, as my other cat Sammy is here showing off his tail. Stop. Gosh. So, cats and dogs. So the other expansion that I like, again, this is one of the $39.99 ones, is Cottage Living. And they've got City Living and Island Living also as expansions, but I wanted the Cottage because I liked the architecture, I like a lot of the decorations, I like a lot of the wardrobe, and that was really fun to me. And the properties, and you get, in the expansion packs, when you, it's kind of why they're more expensive, you actually get another area and some pre-established buildings, and it gives you another Sims world to build on, because you do have limitations in the game. But I thought it was very worth it. I thought a lot of the decorative and the structural designs were very fun, though I can't always remember what's what unless I'm looking at the actual little indicators on there. So stuff that I might think is that could be the romantic garden stuff. But anyway, it added a lot to my game, and I suggest it from the decorative point of view, and I liked the world that it gave me. But as far as like interactive, fun things to do, the cats and dogs definitely has way more. The runner-up for the expansion category is the only other one I have, which is Get to Work. Again, I don't have a whole lot of the expansions. I might have said I only had the other two, but this is the third one I have. Get to Work is great because you do get more job opportunities. So if you like that, and there was another reason that I definitely wanted it, but I don't remember what the bonus was. But it's fun. It's, again, you could have probably got me to pay the $39.99 for the cats and dogs one, but definitely not for Cottage Living, and certainly not for Get to Work. So there's kind of that. The next thing is the game packs. So game packs are roughly $19.99 when they are not on sale, and I think you do get a world. I know in the two that I'm going to mention you do. Maybe you didn't in the runner-up that I'm going to mention, but I know vampires and werewolves are my favorite too. I think they're great. I actually kind of think that they're worth the price, but you might as well wait for a sale and save some, because you get character design stuff, you get expandable play, you get houses, you get different worlds for each of them, and there's just so much like decoration. And especially the vampires, I thought you got a ton of stuff. Werewolves was pretty good too. I haven't gotten to play it as much because I did that stupid thing where I was excited about it coming out, so I was playing a ton of Sims, and then when it came out I was kind of burnt out on it. So I'll go back to it soon. But those two are great. They're definitely worth the money. They're lots of fun. You get to have cool shit. Also, I love vampires and werewolves and spooky shit. So why the fuck would I not want that in the game? And it's going to become super apparent that I love spooky shit when I get into the stuffs packs, which are next. My runner-up for the game packs is the Realm of Magic. I like this because you get, you can get a big cauldron in your fucking front yard and make macaroni and cheese and stupid shit in it. I think that's fun. You get to unlock a lot of the magic. I don't like the heavy Harry Potter association because fuck J.K. Rowling. She's a turf bitch and can go fuck herself. But then again, there's also the thing that if she didn't get any money, it's not that big a deal, I guess, to some people. I didn't buy a Halloween decoration for something totally un-Harry Potter related because I thought the witch looked too Hogwarts style. So I just won't support anything at this point that even kind of seems Harry Potter-ish, just on the off chance that she could be benefiting in some way because she can go fuck herself. But I do think that it has a lot to offer the game. Again, it is not one that I would pay the $19.99 for. I have not been wowed by the magic user stuff, and part of it's because I think you have to put a lot of time into honing some of those skills, and there's just more satisfying things to do in the game. Yeah, so there's that. I think sometimes you have to figure out with the expansion packs how they work best in terms of like how to get your characters to utilize some of the new options, and I'm a little slow on the uptake of some of that. So that's why it's my runner-up, because I just haven't figured it out. So then the stuffs packs. The stuff packs, such a goofy word. The stuff packs are about $9.99. So I like the paranormal and the spooky stuff. The paranormal is truly one of the best values of The Sims 4, in my opinion, because you get... We are joined by one of my other cats for this next part of the segment, I guess. This is Loki. I have not made Loki in The Sims yet. If you see just me running my hands like this, I am petting my fluffy boy. So, oh my gosh, that was one of my cats running into the door. The life of a content creator, you're getting a sneak peek of the ridiculousness that is my normal day. You should see me trying to play The Sims. They want to sit on my lap, except then they want to walk all over the keyboard. Why would you do that to me? It's nuts. And I know it's not just me. I know a lot of you probably sympathize with this. If you have cats, playing The Sims can be a real fiasco. What do you want? He wants my nails. That's what he wants. I know, this is the premium. This is the ASMR content you want, right? Loving on cats. So before my video cut off, because I had too much shit on my phone, I believe we were moving into the stuff packs. So the stuff packs have a great value. They're usually about $9.99. I'm sure there's some that are a little bit more. There's probably some that are a little bit less. My top two are the paranormal and the spooky stuff. So the spooky stuff it's the lesser of the two, but the value on these is great. The spooky stuff has more party stuff, has costumes. I think, again, I'm really bad at differentiating where things are. It's just all in my game now. But it has, I think you can throw a Halloween party, I think is part of it. And it's just like, it has fun stuff. Paranormal, though, is absolutely something that you should get when you get the game. Or if you have the game and you haven't used the paranormal, you get so much shit with you. You get a new career, so you can be a paranormal investigator, which is fucking cool. You get house events. So you can make your lot a haunted lot, and you can do that for any lot, not ones you live in. You can make a haunted lot, and then you have ghosts that come in, and you have weird stuff that can get triggered in the house. You can do seances. One of the cool rooms that I added to the lady that owns the restaurant that has kids that live in the back, they have a seance room in their basement. It's very The Conjuring. It's fucking stupid. But I love shit like that. Like, I want so I told you that I made my drag brother. He's a little kid, and, you know, we're brother and sister, and we have this dad that I made up. Maybe there's some truth to this. Who knows? Don't nibble on me. But Dad doesn't do shit. So he has these kids, and he sleeps all day because he's a writer, so he can stay home. He writes children's books, but he does not hang out with his own kids. He doesn't cook for them, nothing. But I've had him befriend the main ghost guy that can come visit you, and you can make friends with him. You can flirt. He's got a little bit of a relationship with this ghost. That's the kind of goofy shit that you can do, and to me, it's what sold me on Sims 4. It made the game have so much extra spooky shit that just, I felt like I was getting to play a haunted Halloween version of The Sims. Are you gonna try and get me this whole time? This is for you. Come here. Come here and say hi. He's like, no, no. So, Paranormal, absolutely a must-have. If you could only get one thing based on my recommendations, it would be that. It has the best value. Definitely still try and get it on sale because fucking save money. And then the runner-up for that category is the My First Pet one, because you can have, I think it's a chinchilla, like a hamster or a guinea pig, and, sorry, I was trying to eat a hairnet. But you can get a lot of like little animals, and I thought that that was a lot of fun. I think there's a couple other things, and I forget, oh, in the Cottage Living you get more animals. You get like farm animals and stuff. So definitely go for the stuff that has animals, because I think it adds the most to your game. Either spooky shit or animals, and you'll be all set. And then I did have, I made a little list. So there are two things that I'm most interested in trying, and I wanted to list those out for you too. One of them is the Strangerville. It's the game pack, so $19.99, that is based on Stranger Things, which I love Stranger Things. I'm a 1986 baby, so I have a lot of nostalgia for things that are 80s. And then, like, you know, I have so much that show gives me that's, you know, yummy world building stuff. And the expansion pack, or the game pack, looks fun. And I haven't really done too much research. I don't remember if it's rated well or not well. I don't pay attention to that usually, unless it's something that I'm kind of on the fence about. But if it's something that I'm interested in, if even for one or two things, if I get it on sale, that's usually worth it to me. So that one, I definitely want to try. I'm hoping I just like the fashion and a couple of little things, and that would be enough. And then the Decor to the Max is a stuff pack. Sorry, I don't know why I keep wanting to plural stuffs. But it's $4.99, not on sale. And it has a bunch of just very, if you like maximalism, like I love Art Deco maximalism, you should see part of my house. But I love that style. So getting wallpaper that's like lush greens and golds, hello child, with tigers on it, and just very loud, just interesting stuff for the house is something that I hadn't really paid attention to that pack, and I was actually looking at it when I made this list, and I'm gonna probably go get it before I boot up my game next. But those are the ones that I want to try. So I would love your recommendations. If you have things, like I know Island Living, a friend of mine really enjoys, and I think there's mermaids in that one, and I know that there's the Star Wars, I think it's a game pack, the Star Wars one, but I haven't done that. I want to have a little more creativity. I think I'd enjoy the costumes and some of the stuff, but I don't know. It kind of goes in and out of my list whether or not I want it. Yeah, I want to know what you like playing. I want to know what you love to do. Tell me some of your goofiest stuff. I'd love to share just the goofy, ridiculous Sims stories that we make. I'd love to know what celebrities you used to, or you still have in your world. I do not have it now in my Sims 4, but in the Sims 2, I was notorious for having the entire band of My Chemical Romance. Living in my, the same dorm as me. Fucking stupid, I know. But I just, you know, we're all those people. Or at least I am. I hope you are too. Tell me how you play The Sims. Tell me what you thought of my list. If you thought it was garbage, I don't care. It's my list. I'm Jessica Nova. You can follow me on Instagram at the Jessica Nova. You can find me on mygeekglory.com. That's mygeekglory.com. Make sure you like and subscribe. Or maybe it's subscribe and like. Press the buttons. Do the thing, and make sure that you stay tuned. This has been Geek Girls Review. I've given you my Sims 4 update, and let's see what we're going to talk about next. Leave comments below. Let me know what you think. or don't, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Again, it's the Jessica Nova. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.